Right, bit of an odd one this job. I was called to this one day last week, or it was actually early this week. Bit of a problem with the central heating not working. So follow me down to the boiler room and I'll show you what's going on. Okay, so we're in the boiler room here. You can see it's a bit cluttered. We've got the boiler just here. Do you want to swing that camera around? Boiler there, that's working perfectly fine. Hot water cylinder here, everything's fine with that. So I located the fault of this 2-port valve here. Found, obviously, when that's, I'll put that across, that there diverts the water from the boiler. Rather than going around and heating the hot water, that sends it around the radiators. Now this was stone cold, this pipe below here, and it was warmish up there. And as soon as we manually, just put the keys in my pocket, manually moved that 2-port valve across like that and locked it off, it all warmed up. So initially, just thought faulty valve, but it gets a little bit more interesting than that. I'll show you just now. Shift some of this junk out of the way. Right, so in the reception, I don't know if I mentioned this is a surgery, so in the reception they have this thermostat. It's obviously wireless, and there's a control for it. So let's see, we've got it turned right down at the minute, so if we turn this up, we'll see that that's working. That'll click in just now. There you go. So all that's working, and what should happen when that clicks in, it should power this motorised valve up and bring this water across, open the valve up and let the hot water through at the radiators. So like I said, I thought obviously that seems to be working, must be a problem with this. But we'll take the top off, we'll take it off of there, we'll take the top off there and off of there, and I'll explain exactly what I found. How this works, or how it should work. So we've got these here power, like your live and neutral in to control this unit, and this here, there's switch, so one should be permanent live in and one should be live out, so it'll switch when this gets the signal, it'll switch live out to your 2-port valve. That's how it should work. So in theory, one of these here coming in should be live and one going out should be live out. But that's where the problem lies. So if you follow these back, this one here, we've got the brown, I've got to be careful here because this is live. The brown wire comes back to there. I know this because I checked this out the other day, and that's your brown wire there that goes through, through this cable here to your motor. So this brown one should become live when it's switched over. So this blue one here, that should actually be live. I know they shouldn't have used blue, or it should have been sleeved at least. Trying to spit that one out. So that should have been sleeved, but there's not actually anything there. Right, so there's your power supply coming in. So we're going to have live and neutral there. So there we go. Yep, 240 volts as we expect. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put me I haven't got the short ones for there, not the white. Right, so one of these should be live. So if we plonk our neutral onto there, nothing there, that's correct, because that's the one, that's your live that connects up to this one. That there should have 230 volts on, but it hasn't. Now the reason why, if we follow this back, that is this one here. So if we put, I think, see, you can say it alright with we need the torch on or not? So you hold that torch as well. So there, that should have a permanent live. So if we put that on there, and we'll go to the neutral there. See, we should have 230 volts there, but we haven't. So that's the problem, it's not getting a live supply to there, to then in turn switch the 2-port valve. So that's what we need to do, we need to investigate why. I can see there's a yellow cable or wire going into there, so we need to see where that goes back to. It might go back to the time clock or something inside the building, but we'll follow that back and we'll see what the problem is. Right, got an absolute sweat on boiling in there. Obviously the heating's not turning off. Right, so we've solved it. This cable here, if you look at that, that's a 3-core and earth. That was where this yellow one was, where this was picking up its power from, but there was nothing to it, so we followed that back, and it turns out that there's a redundant thermostat still linked into the system, which was turned down to 15 degrees. So basically it was wired in series with this one, so both of them had to be made to obviously call for heat to do that. So what we've done, I've put a new piece of cable in there, swapped them around, sleeved them. So there we've got, that's directly from your time clock in the kitchen. That did go to the live here and went up to that thermostat, the redundant one, and back down here. That just broke off. So we're now picking up our live from there straight into that unit. Live out, switch live is that blue one sleeved to there, which will work this valve hopefully. So we'll get all this put back on, and then hopefully we should see this valve move over as we adjust the remote thermostat. Right, we'll turn this down. It's showing 18.5 degrees, that's what it is here, so we'll turn that right down below, flick the power back on, hopefully it won't go with a bang. We'll let that sort itself out. This boiler, this will take about 15 minutes till it starts work, and it does go through a funny cycle, so we'll leave that. So what we want to do now, hopefully, if this is working, when we turn this up to above 18.5, we should see this motorised valve move across, hopefully. We don't want to come in close and we can see all this, so we'll crack that up. As soon as that clicks on, this should move. I don't know if you'll see that move across or you'll hear it move. There we go. I can feel it. Is it moving? Ah, it's moved over there. You can see that's all loose. See how that's loose? So that's obviously moved that valve. You go back to there, I'll turn it off. That should click off, and then you should see that move back. Yeah, see it moving back? Yeah? So that's it. Let's call for heat again, and it'll... There you go, it's moved over. Perfect, all sorted. Job done. Right, thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much.